Now, 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, a hostage situation reported in Madison County. It is ongoing now. Police say 3 people are being held. We'll have more on this developing news coming up this morning after weather.
Today, the Fayette County School Superintendent will lay out his plan for the district's future. We'll have a detailed look at his to-do list coming up.
And a UK student needed a new kidney to save his life, and his fellow classmate decided to be his donor. That story and more ahead on WKYT this morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good Wednesday morning to you. I hope things are going well so far this morning. I'm Michelle Chamberlain.
And I'm Bill Bryant. Here we are, May 25th, as we're rolling toward the Memorial Day holiday.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time for a lot of people.
June, believe it or not, right?
It's crazy to think, really. As you say it, I'm like, June already?
Yeah,
it's flying by.
A lot of folks trying to make plans. We want to help you with that. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, it's finally starting to feel like that. Starting to feel like that summer feel. As we get out and about, yesterday we finished off in the low 80s. But the low 80s yesterday, trust me on this, it's not going to feel like the low 80s today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The muggy air comes streaming on in here. We have a couple of showers back towards 65 corridor. But none of that's really heavy, and none of that's going to affect us all that much. 60s this morning, but by the afternoon, 85 degrees and a couple of rumbles of thunderstorms in your forecast. That not only goes today, but the next several days. I'm going to show you that coming up in just about 10 minutes.
We'll see you then. Let's begin with breaking news this morning on WKYT. Police say an adult woman and 2 children are being held hostage right now at a home in Madison County.
Police have been at that house since just after midnight. WKYT's Mark Barber is live at the scene in Berea. What can you tell us so far, Mark?
Good morning, Michelle. I just got an update from a state trooper in the past 2-3 minutes, and he tells me that they think that the person who is holding the 3 people hostage inside a home here on East Haiti Road is the father of the family here. The state trooper also told me that they believe the 2 juveniles here, that one is a teenager and the other is a younger child. Now, they have been here since midnight. They say that they were called to the home here on East Haiti Road after they received a notification from someone that there might be some possible trouble at the home here. Investigators say when they got to the home, the man had barricaded himself inside with a gun. Investigators think that he is armed. Now, they say they have been negotiating as best as they can, trying to make sure that this ends peacefully. They say because there's really no way to tell how this will go from here, they have evacuated the surrounding homes. Now, there are a number of agencies here this morning. There is Richmond Police, there are Berea police officers, and the State Police Special Response Unit. They are also here as well, working to make sure no one is hurt this morning.
We are conducting a negotiation, trying to learn what's going on and hopefully lead to a peaceful resolve this morning.
And at this time, there is still no end in sight for these investigators who have been here throughout the morning, coming on the 5th hour now for this standoff. They say they do know who this man is. However, they're not going to release his name to us at this point. But again, they say that they are still working to talk this man down, get him to release who they think are his 3 family members. Again, an adult woman and 2 children. That's the latest here from East Haiti Road in Berea. Of course, we will continue to bring you updates from this developing story throughout the morning, so stay with us here on WKYT and online at WKYT.com. Live in Madison County, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Thanks for that report, Mark. The U.S. Justice Department has announced it will seek the death penalty against the man accused of killing 9 people at a South Carolina church. Attorney General Loretta Lynch said the decision was made based on the nature of the crime and the resulting harm. The suspect, Dylan Roof, will go on trial next month for federal hate crime charges. He's also charged with murder in state court. Police say Roof killed 9 members of an African-American church in Charleston last summer. A community is remembering a Time Warner cable worker who died while on the job. Harrisburg police say Dennis Kokenauer was hit by an SUV on Moberly Road Monday. They say his work van had flashing lights on and he had blocked off an area with safety cones. But police say he was hit while walking around the van. Friends say his son was the starting catcher on last year's Mercer County High School baseball team, and Kokenauer often helped coaches. Those who knew him said he was a great friend.
Just something that you don't ever want to have to deal with. And, you know, I was able to get our guys together after everything started breaking up a little bit and just explain to them that life is precious and it can be taken away in a moment's time.
Kokenauer's visitation will be tomorrow night from 5 until 8 o'clock at Ransdell Funeral Chapel in Harrodsburg. His funeral will be Friday morning at 11 at Emmanuel Baptist Church in Danville.
The family of a Clark County murder victim says they are upset that the suspect was even out on parole. Winchester police have charged Danny Tharp with murder. Last week, they say he cut Jeff Adams' throat and stole his wallet. Adams died a few days later. His family says Tharp was a family friend at one point. Court records show Tharp was convicted of robbing an elderly man back in 2009. He was released on parole in 2013.
I don't think he should have been out. He did this to an 87-year-old man. I mean, why would you let somebody out on the streets that does something like that?
Police say after the stabbing, Tharp threw his bloody clothing as well as Adams' wallet into a dumpster behind a restaurant.
Today, the Fayette County School Superintendent will lay out his plan for the district's future.
Superintendent Matty Kalk has about 100 things he is putting on the district's to-do list. And WKYT's Caitlin Sentner has more on Kalk's plan that we expect. Good morning, Caitlin. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Bill. Exciting stuff for students, right? Because school's almost out for the summer, but stuff isn't slowing down here for the Fayette County school system. Now, school is out in just 2 days, and Fayette County Schools Superintendent Manny Kalk is slated to unveil entry plan findings. The new leader's plan is called Listening, Learning, and Leading. Kalk says it's fitting the culmination of a school year coincides with a new beginning and new path going forward for the district. He says as a new leader, he sets out to identify both challenges and opportunities facing the school district by visiting every school and every special program. New for the district this year, the Fayette County Board of Education had 5 reviews conducted by independent auditors. Those findings were presented Monday night during the school board meeting. The examinations included a review of the overall organization as well as the career and technical education program, services offered for students with special needs, are learning English as a second language, or are identified as gifted and talented. Now, during his announcement set for later this morning around 10 o'clock, the superintendent will lay out a 100 things he's putting on the district's to-do list, and he says all outcomes should change for students this coming school year. Live in Lexington, Caitlin Sentner, WKYT.
All right, sounds like some ambitious goals, and we'll see those later today. Caitlin, thank you. It's a new look for a historic Lexington building. City leaders have unveiled their plans for the old Fayette County Courthouse. Those plans call for new businesses, including a restaurant and office space. In 2012, the old courthouse was determined to be unsafe because of lead paint contamination. Its doors have been closed ever since. The revitalization of the old building will begin in mid-June. The building itself will be preserved, yet most of the inside of it will be renovated. The project is expected to cost about $30 million. The city has approved $22 million in the current year's budget.
The project will actually be self-sustaining, so the city won't be required to add to its original investment.
The project has an estimated completion date of the spring of 2018. Certainly an iconic building in downtown Lexington. Film crews have arrived at Lexington to begin shooting a movie. Yesterday, they were shooting around the Herald Leader near the corner of Main and Midland. The movie, called Above Suspicion, is based on the story of FBI agent Mark Putnam, who admitted killing a pregnant informant whom he'd had an affair with. The movie stars Game of Thrones actress Emilia Clarke. Other locations around Lexington are being scouted and considered for possible filming. And you said they may still be looking for extras. We don't know. They were here a few days ago, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can get on a movie. That would be pretty cool, right?
And I remember when that Now movie was a news story back several years ago we covered here. Time this morning is 5:09, and WKYT this morning is just getting started on your Wednesday.
The daughter of a fallen police officer receives a special escort to prom. More on that story when we come back on WKYT this morning.
We have the severe weather chances well back toward the west, but what that does for us, it allows that hot and humid air to surge northbound. Gives us a couple of rumbles of thunder, too, to go through. I'll have that in your forecast coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Got a couple of showers going on early this morning back toward I-65 corridor. It's not much to it, but it is there. We haven't had to talk about it in 4 days. So here we go. Here comes some showers. Like I said, this is not going to ruin your morning. It's not going to be a lot of heavy rain, a couple of sprinkles, and that's it. 50s and 60s as you walk out the door this morning. But looking toward the afternoon. So now through about noontime, there is only a slight chance that you get a couple of sprinkles, a couple of bits and pieces of rain sliding past you. But look at your temperatures as we get off towards your afternoon. 85 degrees. It's about 3 or 4 degrees higher than we were yesterday. And not only that, the muggy air will start to stream on in here and give us that opportunity at a couple of rumbles of thunder. Couple rumbles, not a lot of rain, but a couple of rumbles of thunder will be possible. That means most of us stay dry, but heads up for a passing thunderstorm. Once we drive off into the evening hours, most of that looks to fade away. We go up into the night and into tomorrow morning. Not much going on. We're at 62 degrees tomorrow morning, so actually a pretty nice start tomorrow morning too. But let me just show you this, okay? So it's going to be humid today. It was fairly pleasant yesterday. We're actually lower. We're in between humid and pleasant yesterday, but it's creeping up each and every single day. Once we get toward Friday, it's getting toward tropical. Tropical typically, the reason why it's not a tropical because dew points are not at roughly 70 degrees. That's typically when we bump that up to tropical. That's how it feels at the beach. You know, you go to the beach and it's just so humid. That's because you're right there by the moisture source. And we're pretty far away from that, but that moisture does creep northbound big time and slides off into our viewing area as we head throughout the next several days. But let's talk about your weekend forecast. Big plans, whether you're traveling or sticking around here, let me tell you, you will have a couple of rumbles of thunder, small chances of rain, but they're still there. The main thing is going to be that muggy feel, so having those backyard barbecues, having anything like that, it's best to do it under that shade because the shade will help you out big time this weekend as you will absolutely feel that summer feel. Mid-80s and that 85 on Saturday, trust me on this, it will not feel like the 85 today as we'll start to see a lot of moisture stream on in here the next several days, which will give us the opportunity at chances of rain. But obviously, guys, look at those chances. Don't look at the icons. I always say this. Look at the chances of rain at 30 to 40%. Those are not washouts, but when you do get under some of these rumbles of thunder, it's going to be heavy rain, it's going to be a lot of lightning. It's just your summertime setup. That's exactly what we're going to be seeing the next several days. Pretty easy and straightforward forecast.
Yeah,
throw on the mid-80s
and it's the same every day.
Yeah, 30 and 40% chances of rain.
Yeah.
You get yourself.
Oh, I know you've adjusted it a little bit this morning, even.
Right,
so
right.
yeah, right. All right. We will continue to do that as we head toward that weekend. 5:15, our time right now.
The daughter of a Florida police officer killed in the line of duty received a special escort to her senior prom over the weekend.
It was courtesy of her late father's brothers in blue. Alina Kondick's father, Charlie, was killed in 2014, and his fellow Tarpon Springs officers said they believed it was their duty to stand in for Charlie on such an important day for his daughter. After surprising Alina and sharing a few tears, officers escorted her into the ballroom. Wow.
What a great moment. It's good they did that.
And our time this morning is 5:16. Good to have you with us on this Wednesday on WKYT.
When we come back, we'll have a look at your money.
A big tech company wants remote areas around the globe to get online, and millennials are in no rush to leave the nest. I'm Marley Hall, and I'll have those stories and more coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Good morning and welcome back into WKYT this morning. It is 5:19. Sure glad you're with us early on this Wednesday. Already sort of a feel of vacation out there for a lot of folks.
For a lot of folks, yeah.
You know, right? A big tech company wants remote areas around the globe to get online, and millennials are in no rush to leave the nest.
Marley Hall has the latest on your money.
Microsoft wants remote parts of the world to get online, and they're doing it by making grants that average $75,000 to businesses that provide online access in places like Africa, India, and rural Maine. The company hopes the move will improve life in impoverished areas. Stocks rallied to close in positive territory Tuesday. The Dow gained 213 points. The Nasdaq added 95. GoPro and Red Bull are joining forces for a multi-year global partnership. The camera manufacturer and energy drink maker will share content production, distribution, and cross-promotion. As part of the agreement, Red Bull will receive equity in GoPro. And a new survey finds many millennials appear to be in no hurry to move out of the home where they grew up. According to census data compiled by the Pew Research Center, nearly 1/3 of people ages 18 to 34 live with their parents because of soaring rents and heavy student loan debt. It's the first time that living at home has outpaced living with a spouse for this age group since record keeping began in 1880. That's your Money Watch. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Marley Hall.
All right, only 140 characters? Well, not anymore.
Yay!
Twitter is tweaking its character limit on tweets.
The social media site will soon take users' names and image links out of a tweet's total character count. The official count will only be for the text. Twitter has a passionate group of more than 300 million customers, but its growth has stagnated recently. So the company has been looking for ways to make its service simpler to use. I know this makes people like myself happy, because sometimes I struggle.
Right, longer sentences now,
yes.
Right? Okay, there you go.
Good news.
New options, 521 on WKYT this morning. As you rise and shine and get ready to go here on your Wednesday, we have a lot more news coming right up.
Yeah, sports is next.
Nyquist is out of the Belmont. Matthew Mitchell adds an assistant. UK baseball out of the SEC tournament. And we have an upset in the high school baseball district tournaments. That's on the way next.
Couple of sprinkles back toward western Kentucky, but that's about it that's going on today. Look at all the nasty storms back toward the Plains states and also heading over toward the Mississippi Valley region. That's not going to come in our neck of the woods. They are going through the second, now the third consecutive day of severe weather. Guess what? They have 3 more days of that. There's a system back toward the west just not moving. What's that's doing for us? Well, it's bringing in that warmer air, just leaving the floodgates open for that. And here comes that warm air sliding on in here. We're in the 50s and 60s this morning. We'll jump toward the afternoon. There we go at 85 degrees. A couple of rumbles there in the forecast. Let's check out sports, see what's going on.
There will be no rematch between Nyquist and Exaggerator in the Belmont. A high white blood cell count will keep Nyquist out of the third jewel of the Triple Crown. When he's healthy, he'll be flown back to California, and a return could come in the Travers at Saratoga later in August. Matthew Mitchell has filled out his coaching staff. Veteran coach at WNBA coach Lynn Dunn will come on board. Dunn retired from the coaching ranks of the WNBA 2 years ago. She turned 69 earlier this month. She's already was an offensive consultant to Matthew Mitchell. Dunn is in the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. She led the Indiana Fever to the WNBA title in 2012. The baseball Wildcats hopeful of establishing themselves as an NCAA tournament team, opening SEC tournament play against Alabama. Key play here the second inning. Bama with 2 men on. Riley Mahan trying to turn a double play, loses the handle at second. On the replay, it looked like the Cats had the out, but the umpire said no. Bad call. Run is then walked in. After that, Hunter Webb, base hit center field. The ball is mishandled by Tristan Pompey. 2 more runs score. Alabama goes up 3-0. The Cats were able to get 1 back in the 4th. Evan White, Mr. Durability, yanks one down the line and left. That's a solo homer. The Cats made it 3-2, but Alabama goes on for the win, 5-2. 43rd District Baseball, Lafayette and Tates Creek. Commodores threaten early. Jackson Bierman grounds to Jake Abbott. His throw to first not in time, but Eddie Satiski, he's Eddie on the spot. He throws home. Generals out of the inning. Creek starter Evan Hall was solid as well. Here he picks off the runner. We would be scoreless into the 5th. Lafayette pitcher Jackson Boggs helping himself. Base hit to left. Chases home Kyle Browning. 1-0 Generals. Lafayette added 3 more in the top of the 7th, but Jackson Boggs had the curveball on point, one of his 5 strikeouts. Boggs gets the shutout. Lafayette gets the upset, 4-0. That's a look at sports. Have a great day.